everyone, thanks for joining me today. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this scrubby using Scrub-ology yarn. In the description box below, I will list some pros and cons with using this yarn for a scrubby versus 100% cotton. This yarn is made of 100% nylon. I will put all the details in the description box below. For this video, I'm using Yarnbee Scrub-ology, and I will list the details in the description box below. You'll need a pair of scissors, a loom tool, a darning needle, and a 24 peg loom. Now, if you have any stitch markers like I just did, you'll want to remove them because we are going to knit in the round. And now I'm going to take my yarn and pull it from the middle. And then I'm going to make a slip knot. And if you've never made a slip knot, I'm going to show you how to do that. You just want to take your two first fingers, wrap the yarn around, and pull the knot through into a loop. Let's do it again. Take the yarn, wrap it around your first two fingers, make an X, take that tail, put it through, and just gently pull to make a loop. Now we're going to place this on the anchor peg. If you don't have an anchor peg, you can just put it on peg 1, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on my anchor peg, and we're going to do the drawstring cast on. So you'll want to skip the first peg, and you'll want to go in and out of every other peg. So as you see, I'm going in and out every other peg, skipping the first peg, and I'm going to do this the entire way around the loom. So just keep on going, and now I'm the entire way around the loom. I'm going to go ahead and skip peg 1, go behind it, and then I'm going to place my working yarn in front of the stitches on the loom. I'm going to knit over only the stitches that have 2. So we'll go with number 2. And as you can see, each of the stitches that have 2, I'm going to take the bottom stitch and place it over the top. Again, this is called the drawstring cast on. And you might want to do just a few pegs at a time. For me, that's easier. If you do too much at once, it seems to be a little overwhelming, at least for me. But I can only tell you my own experience. I only do a few pegs at once, and we're only knitting over the pegs that have 2 stitches on them. So we are almost around the loom. And as you can see where we started, we're just going to finish these 2. And we're just going to finish that last one, secure the yarn. And I just wrapped around the first peg. I'm not going to do anything else with that. I just wrapped around. Now we're doing the E-wrap stitch. We're going to do this the entire way around the loom. The E-wrap stitch is just little tiny E's. So we are almost where we started from, and then we're going to grab our loom tool, and we're going to take the bottom over the top, and we're going to do this the entire way around the loom, just taking the bottom over the top, making the E-wrap stitch. This is a number 5 yarn, and again, it's from Yarnbee. It's made by Yarnbee, called Scrub-ology. The color is aqua, and I did get it at Hobby Lobby. So what we're going to do is the entire process, push your stitches down, and then we're going to do another row of the E-wrap. Now we're going to take that first loom and make an E on top of it. So we will be working that first loom this time, and we're going to go completely around, and this is going to be our entire process. We're going to do this for 14 rows, and that is going to be the length of our scrubby. If you would like a bigger scrubby, you are welcome to do more than 14 rows, but for this project, I am doing 14 rows, and it makes a nice size scrubby that fits right in my hand. So just continue doing this process, and again, we're doing this for 14 rows. If you don't have a stitch counter, I recommend using a piece of paper to keep track of the rows that you're doing. But just continue to do this project, doing the E-wrap stitch for 14 rows, and I will meet you back here when you are finished. We are now finished with our 14 rows, so we are going to take our working yarn and wrap it around the loom, and then we're going to snip it with a pair of scissors, and now we're going to do the drawstring cast off. So what you do is take that tail and place it below the stitch on the peg, use your tool and pull it out through the loop. So here I'm showing you, I'm going to reach in, pull that tail out from the loop, and I'm going to do this the entire way around the loom. This is getting our scrubby off of the loom, and again, it's going to be a drawstring cast off, and I will show you what to do once you get the entire way around the loom. Again, this is called the drawstring cast off, and I will meet you back here once you've done this the entire way around the loom. Okay, we are almost to the end, and then I will show you the next step. There you see our anchor peg, and that marks when we will start our next step. So we're actually going to do the last stitch here, and then we're going to take our tool and just pop the stitches off of the loom. So we will go around the loom and take each stitch off of the peg, and we're just getting the scrubby off of the loom now. Okay, we are doing the last stitch. So we're going to take it off the loom. Now we're going to take the tail and gently pull on the tail. And what we're doing here is closing the hole up. So as you can see, you just grab a hold of the tail, pull it to shut that hole, and you'll want to do it not hard, but enough where the hole does close. You'll just want to gently pull on that. And then we are going to thread our darning needle, and we're going to secure that hole up by sewing around the circle of the scrubby. So place that through the hole, and then just go ahead and pull on it again. And then we're going to work our way around the hole, sewing, making it secure. If you have a metal darning needle, I recommend with this yarn especially that you use it. With other yarns, it's not necessarily needed, but with this yarn, I do definitely recommend that if you have a metal darning needle that you use it. It's a bit more secure than the plastic darning needle that comes in almost every single knitting loom sets. So just secure the yarn, working your way around that little circle, securing the hole. Once it's secured, give that tail a little snip. Then we're going to go on the other side and we're going to do the same exact thing. Pull that tail tight. And we're just closing the hole. So again, just pull that tail, not too hard, but just enough where it closes. And then we're going to do the same thing. Just pull it and take your darning needle and sew around that hole. So again, if you have a metal needle, I do recommend using it. This was really tough for me to use a plastic needle, so it's just a little tip. Hopefully it'll help. And if you don't have a metal needle, just do the best you can with what you have. Take it slow and don't rush. Just go around the circle, securing that hole so it doesn't come out, and then tie a knot and secure it. And that's going to do it for our scrubby. As you can see, it fits right in the palm of my hand, and I will let you know how many scrubbies I can make with this skein of yarn. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. And that's going to do it for our Loom Knit Scrubby. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.